cut through the tee at the base of the ground.
What the heck? That is some skills. You see how small that is? What the heck? Okay, let's try it again.
Just this morning, there was a golfer that came in, hasn't played since May or September. Only played twice last year. And the last time he went out to hit some balls, he was all over the place, didn't know what the heck was going on. So he thought that he could come to the pro shop and get fit for a set of clubs.
Because that would fix all his problems.
Because that would fix all. He could buy his way out and get a golf swing. So our assistant had a little bit of a fit because that person was out to in by 10 degrees. And so they were swinging so far to the left as a right-handed person, and the angle of attack was so steep, they kept on jarring the mat, and there was no way that they could be fit for any kind of clubs. He tried an inch and a half longer, he tried, because he was a tall person, and he tried a half-inch shorter, nothing worked. And so what we did is I said, come on over to my side. And we gave him a grass whip, and we showed him how to cut grass. So Sav, you have a grass whip in your hands, and so what I want you to do is cut grass in both directions there. And it's a really simple task, right? You see the grass, you see the tool that you have, and you're just cutting grass along the ground. Now, in a million years, go to the top of your backswing. In a million years, would you feel the need to go this way if you wanted to cut grass along the surface of the ground?
No, I'd like to keep my legs, thank you.
Okay. So you're using the momentum of the arms and grass whip, and you're just cutting grass along the surface of the ground in both directions. So you notice this forms a beautiful arc. So then we take the arc and we cut a tee with it. So we put these two pieces of tape on that grass whip, and she's going to cut the tee in that direction. So did you see the blur pass over that tee? So we're just going to cut the tee at the base of the ground. Awesome. Do that again. Cut through the tee at the base of the ground. Okay. Go to the next one. If you cut through the tee at the base of the ground, what happens to the ball?
Just falls.
Cut through the tee at the base of the ground.
Or
Almost. Try it again. Same deal. Cut through the tee at the base of the ground.
Not. What the heck? That is some skills. You see how small that is? What the heck? Okay, let's try it again.
So, question. Were your eyes on the ball?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. So, what we're going to do, yeah, perfect. Well done. So put your eyes on the grass between the leading edge of the grass whip and the ball and cut the grass at the base of the ground. There we go. Ditto, please.
Ditto.
Cut through at the base of the ground. Yes. So when your eyes are on the ball, guess what? You hit the ball. That would have been a top shot. And if your eyes are on the ground and the sole of the club stays along the ground, you cut through and the ball falls to the ground. So, of course, nobody knows that this club is first and foremost designed to cut grass. It's got a leading edge that's sharp enough to get through the grass. So here's your 7-iron, your grass whip 7-iron. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a tee lower to the ground, and all you're going to do is cut the knob of the tee out from the ground with the sole of the club. Look at that. Beautiful little Canadian bacon strip.
Yeah.
Okay? So now we put a ball on that. Go ahead. Cut through the tee with the sole of the club. What happens when you do that?
Ball meets center face.
Didn't that feel amazing?
Yeah.
Did you guys hear that sound? That was flusher than flush, okay? So it took 10 minutes to fix that individual, and then we had a wonderful fitting.
Not fix, just help.
I apologize, not fix, just help, right? So we now are following the surface of the ground with the sole of the tool. Now the ball can meet the face, and instantly over the top is gone. So what was happening is that individual was going after the ball. So as long as you go after the ball, it doesn't matter what tool you have in your hands, how long it is, it doesn't matter what kind of club you have, nothing's going to work. So you can't buy your way into the game when the ball is your target. But if you use the club the way it was meant to be used, and you're just going to let the club follow the ground. So what's really cool about that is, if I only had one arm and I was cutting grass with just one arm, where's the center of this swing, Sav?
Your shoulder socket.
So my shoulder socket represents the center of this machine, and notice how the club keeps cutting grass underneath the shoulder socket.
Yeah.
So now we take the club and put it in both hands. The center of the machine now is right here between my clavicles, the sternal notch, and then I'm going to take the grass and I'm going to send it to the target. So watch what happens. Send the grass. Send the grass. Send the grass. Send the grass. So now I'm starting to get these beautiful divots that are going in that direction. So if I take the grass from here and I send it to my target, watch what happens. It's an arc. Send the grass. Send the grass. Send the grass. So notice the grass comes out from the center forward. I bring that to the ball. And all I got to do now is my eyes are between the leading edge of the club and the ball on the grass, not on the ball, because I don't want my brain to go back to the ball. So I'm cutting through the stem in the direction of my intermediate point, and I'm just letting the arc take care of itself. Have you ever seen something more beautiful, Sav?
Very lovely.
Wasn't that gorgeous? You can see my divot is moving in that direction. And that was absolutely right there in the center of my club face, because the sole of the club was staying along the surface of the ground. So we hope you enjoyed this simple reboot. Get yourself a grass whip. We have these beautiful grass whips at Wisdom in Golf that have our logo on them. So if you can't find a simple grass whip like this at your hardware store, you're going to get them online because they won't sell these. You don't want kids swinging in the aisles with these. You get a lot of injured ankles. And so get yourself one of these grass whips, or sling blade is another name for it. And if you can't find one of those, thanks, Sav. So notice we have these beautiful grass whips here with our logo on it. And it's like this copper medallion that's nice and heavy. So while you're cutting grass, you're also getting a brilliant release of that anatomy through the shot. So when you're cutting grass in both directions, the release is taking you right through the grass. So enjoy that. See you next week. Don't know where the ball is going? Feel desperate for a golf swing? You've got too many thoughts going on in your mind and you don't know which one to use? Time for a reboot.